Are you all here? Can you hear me? I don't know. I can see that somebody's there, but I don't know if you can hear me. Hello. Well, you know, I thought if I started screeching and caterwauling, it might pull you all out of the darkness. I just had my tea. I finally managed to learn how to make poached eggs. So now we're having poached eggs with everything. It's a bit overkill, really. So, hi Jan, Sue, Tina, Bev, Lucy, Julie, Bella. Oh, it's all going too fast. Jackie, Julie, Elaine, Sue, Dorian, Silvana. How lovely. So I need to keep track of the comments, because one thing I learned this morning was that I can't go back up the comment list. It doesn't let me scroll up and down for some reason, which is a bit naff. So if you, oh Janet, I'll sort you out with that. If you make a comment and I don't see it or I don't answer it, type it again, because that's why it might have gone through the list too fast and I might not be able to see it. Right, okay, so Janet can't find the USB. Let me open this up for you. Okay, here we go. Right, Janet, just for you. So this is the link for the US. Oh, put USB for USB link. USB link. There you go. Hi, Fiona, Claire, Trace, Catherine. Hello from Delaware. Yay. So, Janet, there's your link there in the comments. Okay, so there are quite a lot of things on the website to kind of go through, but everything is there. And I've tried to put the physical products kind of most recently. So they should be on like the first, and if you go to new in, the new section, they're all actually in there, and the USB I think is on the second page. It does have a slightly different graphic to the download. Fiona's already purchased her USB, thank you. Yeah, you've all been really busy on the website. The website has been so overloaded this week, so I think we're going to send it into meltdown again. Hi Cara, hi Viv, hi Norma again, and Catherine. Right, Catherine, no, it's not. It's actually what we're about to show you. Okay, so I'm going to make a start then. So normally we do CDs, as you know, and then we actually convert those into downloads for you. Sorry, Sue. I'm not laughing at you. It's just so funny. Bless her. So Sue Hare has bought the lot. She shouldn't have, but she couldn't resist. Thank you, Sue. That means we can have a takeaway later. It doesn't. But thank you for your support, and thank you everyone that were actually logged on earlier on Facebook as well. For some reason the video didn't save. I have no idea why. Don't know what I did, but obviously did something not right. So I've got one of the girls is hopefully going to save it for me, just to make sure that I don't mess it up again at the end. I don't know why it didn't save. There's not really very many options for me not to do it. Anyway, right, so just to get on then. So first of all, I'm sorry we've had problems with the website this week. It is literally just the fact that with all of the downloads and the freebies, the bandwidth just went through the roof, and we're only actually allowed a certain amount of bandwidth, and if we go over that, it actually starts to slow the website right down. So when we have hundreds of people going on to get freebie and then also trying to download that all at the same time as well, it just plays havoc with the website, and there's absolutely nothing I can do about it until we're as big as iTunes and Apple and get unlimited bandwidth. You know, it's just something we've got to live with, because we pay a lot of money for our website and we just can't actually increase that anymore. It's just ridiculously expensive. So unfortunately, if you're getting error messages about payment and stuff like that, and again today we're doing a new launch and doing new releases, the website is getting busy again. So if you again start having problems, especially downloading and checking out, it's the bit between our checkout and going through to PayPal to make the actual physical payment. That's where it gets slowed down, because PayPal slows it, the checkout slows it, and then your internet provider and your bank also slow it down. So that's why the problems are always at that checkout stage. If you do have like major ongoing issues, it does right itself eventually. You just need to wait until it slows down a bit. But you know, if there's ever any time when you can't check out for any reason, email us and we can always sort it out manually for you. So please don't worry. So let's go on. So we've launched today Winnie White Christmas, which is gorgeous, and this collection I really wanted to do. I'm very traditional about Christmas. I really like Christmas to be kind of traditional colours, and just, you know, it's all about that red and green, but I like lots of snow and stuff at Christmas, so obviously. So this year I wanted it to be kind of, I was really aiming for like a white Christmas with a hint of colour. So I kind of wanted it to be very pastel-y and just like a hint of blushy pink and a hint of aqua. And we kind of were achieving that, but then when I actually came to print some of the images out at home, which you would be downloading, it didn't work on my home printer. So we kind of made it a little bit more colourful, but it's still really beautiful colour tones in here. So it's all quite muted and vintagey, as always, because that's just what I love. And I'm afraid with Polkadoodles you get what I love. So, you know, if you don't love it, if we've got different tastes, fair enough, but it's what I love. So, Winnie. So Winnie White Christmas is available on download. So we've got a big download bundle. There's also loads and loads of everything on that bundle is available separately, either in separate bundles or as separate digits. So you're not under obligation to spend a huge amount of money. If you only want one image at $2.25, you just buy one image at $2.25. That's fine. But obviously, the value is there in that big bundle. So I'm just going to say hi to a few more people: Yvonne, Tina, Maggie, Linda, Helen, Fiona, naughty Nikki tempting us with Christmas gorgeousness. But it has to be done. We're really late with this clip. We should have done it in June, but you know, hey ho. Get there eventually. Save the best till last, that's what I say. Yes, Alicia, of course, more Winnie. Everybody loves Winnie. Everybody's going crazy for Winnie the world over. Everybody. So, obviously, we have the download kit and we normally do a CD, but what we decided to do is that more and more people now are upgrading their computers. So you're either going over to laptops or tablets or iPads or whatever. And all these new gadgets don't come with CD drives anymore. So we've decided to actually move over onto USB sticks for you, for those people that still like to have that physical thing in their hand rather than downloading. So basically, today, here's our lovely USB. Now, this is going to come in this gorgeous box. It's taken me ages to find these boxes. I'm so pernickety about things. Chris goes mad because I spend loads of money and he You know, he's like, do we really need to do that? And I said, yes, we do. So basically, you're going to get this gorgeous tin. It's actually going to come with a nice Polkadoodles sticker on this window. So this is a proper metal tin, this one. And basically, you're just going to open this up. Inside, we've put a little card in here. It just gives you, there's a few little tips on there. It's nothing major, it's just really there so that you know where it's come from. And then your USB is going to be held in this protective case. So in here, and this was really important for me because I didn't want to give you something that was cheap and nasty. You can get, you know, USBs that are a couple of pounds, but it's about the quality. Not all USBs are actually the same. Some of them are quite poor quality. So in the back of here, you can't really see it. There's actually black foam in here with a hole in, and your USB stick is going to sit inside there. Okay, so it's always protected. Now, it's really important because we had this question earlier. The USB is unlocked, okay? So you are going to be able to take your files off here, but also that means you can also delete them by mistake. So please be careful. Because, you know, if you delete anything by mistake, I'm sorry, we won't be able to replace it for you. You know, what I would do when you get this home is actually maybe save it over onto an external drive, save it onto your hard drive if you really want to. I don't recommend that because it clogs all your hard drive up. But really, if you're doing a lot of CD crafting or USB crafting or whatever, downloads, you should really have an external drive that you can save, because then if your computer breaks and goes down, you've always got your hard drive to back up on. I'm going to try and look at the camera up there because I'm looking at me instead of there, and it's a bit weird. Okay, so just bear with me a sec. Let me just move this. It's because I'm looking in the corner of my screen. Stupidly. Right, okay. Is that better? I was going a bit cross-eyed. So your USB, this is actually metal, so this is really good quality, and this is called a twistable USB. So you basically just twist it out of its metal case there, and it's metal because we want it to be protected for you. As crafters, oh, here she is. Hello, go away, stop nosying. Here's Angie Hunt from LDRS joining the party. So Angie brings us all the Winnie gorgeous LDRS kits. She's my lovely friend in America. So we've got our USB, okay. So, you know, as crafters, I know you're going to sit with this on your desk and you're going to get glitter and glue and all sorts over it. So if you take it out of your computer, please make sure that you just flip that back inside, and it'll just help protect it a little bit. You know, it's not, if you spill water on it, you know, whatever, but at least it does protect it a little bit. You're going to get a lovely wrist strap on here. Not that you're going to put it around your wrist, but it's good for hanging it up. So I thought, I specifically chose this because I thought, well, if it was me, I would want them hung on a hook in my craft room above my desk for easy access. And then what we've done is actually given you like an identification tag with the actual label of the kit on there. Because I've noticed on some of the other craft USBs, once you actually take it out of the box, there's not really an identifier on it. So, you know, you can kind of, if you want to, you can take that off and put a little sticker on just the USB if that's a bit bulky. But that's how it's going to come to you, okay? And then obviously you've got your tin where you can actually store it as well. So it's literally just going to sit back in the tin and you can store it like that. Now, obviously, you know, we are crafters. If you want to use the tin for something else, be my guest. That's kind of why I've given you it. And we will look at some other storage options for these as well. But I really like being able to give you that tin so you can do what you want with it. If it was me, yes, Claire, it is, yeah. If it was me, I would actually decorate this all up with my kit so that I would know exactly what it is and put a little sticker maybe down the side or something. But, you know, you can then collect these. So all of our new collections are going to come on a USB. The older collections that have always been released on CD, for the foreseeable future, they will stay on CD. At some time, we might actually move over onto USB. The other thing just to note on this is that we will no longer give you the CD menus that we normally give you, where you just like literally go in and there's all the pretty pictures and you click and print. We're not doing that anymore, so everything will just be in folders, which means that you can use that USB stick and it'll be a lot faster for you to take the images off. So if you're using your scan and cut and any machine, anything that you need to you actually plug your USB into to get the files off, it's just going to be so much easier. And that's exactly why we've done it, for mainly for the Brother scan and cut. But I know a lot of you have got embroidery machines and stuff like that, and I don't know if you're able to use USBs on those, but basically that is why we've done it. The other thing is, as well, I have to address the price point on this, because I don't want to skip over it. So basically, the USB is coming out more expensive than we would normally charge on a CD, and that's because it costs us a lot more to put this together. And these are not cheap for us to produce, but it actually takes you over your free postage point on the website anyway, so you can get free shipping, which you didn't get before with your CDs. But also, to make up for that, what we'll do is we'll try and give you some extra content on your USB that isn't in the download. So it just means that you're going to get a little bit of extra value as well, to hopefully try and make up for that. Because I don't want to kind of sit here and just, you know, put the price up astronomically, and, you know, you're kind of thinking, well, why do that? If you want to go to download, that's fine. It's simple. And you have it within minutes. Right, anyway, so that's the USB. So that's the new Winnie USB. So just to explain as well, on the website, everything's listed on the website. This is exactly the same kit as the download bundle, but you've got extra value in here. So in here, you've got 7 extra Winnie digits. You've also got over 45 extra coloured embellishments, and the most important thing is you've got cutting files in here, and none of that is in the download bundle. So you've got quite a bit extra value in here. The cutting files this time as well, sorry to be boring, I'm just sitting here waving this, but the cutting files are also in SVG and DXF format for those of you that have now got a scan and cut. They're not the actual print and cut files, but we've given you the black outline trace files. So basically trace those, you know, when you're trying to trace an image and you can't get a really good scan because it picks up the edges or it misses some of the edges and all of that. If you use those black files, it stops that happening, because it gives you a really solid outline shape to go for. So if you just take those black outlines in, the SVG is your cut line anyway, so it's all there set up for you. If you can use an SVG, which you can on the Cameo and you can on the scan and cut, and anything else I'm not sure because I don't use any other machines. So just take those in and then actually feed or open your PNG files and put those under your cut files. So you've already got the cut file there. It's perfect. It's so fast and easy to do. It's how I work with my Cameo. And I just find it so much easier than actually messing about trying to get a trace, taking all the threshold up and down and everything else. So hopefully you'll find that a lot easier. So next up, what should we do next? Stamps. Let's do stamps first. Okay, so we have brand new Winnie stamps. So these are clear stamps. We've got 5 lovely clear stamps. Woohoo! How lovely. These are massive stamps, these ones. So these are really big. They're about, on average, sort of between 3.5 by 4, 4 by 4 inches, a little bit bigger on some of them. That one's a really big one. So we have, these are all available individually, or they're available in a bundle. So individually $7.99. So we've got Winnie with the tree, so cute. And you actually got a little cat here, look. Little kid, Winnie's kitten. Okay, so cute. We've got this lovely Happy Christmas bauble. Hope you can see these. Okay, it's a little bit dark on the screen, but that's really cool. She's going, hey, Happy Christmas. And I said earlier, what I would do with this bauble is I would decoupage that and, you know, put a little piece, one of those little acetate springer things, you know, that you can just put on and it'll just boing, or do a little spring with some wire. It would be really cool. Sharon wants me to do a colouring video. Oh, I wish. If I have the time, honestly, if I have the time, I really will. I haven't done any colouring for about a year. Isn't that bad? Well, I've done colouring for packaging, but not colouring. Anyway, so we've got Winnie Lantern. I love this. This is actually my favourite one. I absolutely love her. She's there with her Christmas stocking and her lantern and her little nightcap on. Gorgeous. Love that image. Sharon says she'd love me even more if I did. Oh dear. And then we've got Winnie gingerbread. So she's baking her gingerbread. Look how cute, with her flower and her little gingerbread man. And then this one is lovely. So this is Winnie sitting on a parcel with her little penguin friends there at the bottom. And again, you know, just to show you, that's a really big sizable stamp, that one. So that's your 5 stamps. And then what we're actually also doing for you, if you want those individually, you can get them individually for $7.99. The other thing that we're doing though is we've bundled those together for you with the Jolly Holly paper pack. So we released this a few weeks ago. And this has been really popular. This pack is actually some of my all-time favourite Christmas papers that we've ever done. So it's some of my real favourites. So I love this pack. It's probably the nicest paper pack that we've done, I think. So basically, just to give you a quick flick through that, you're going to get, it's 6 by 6, and you're going to get 24 sheets. They're on a 160 gram cardstock. I call that card, really. I like 160. It's what I use all the time. So in here, you've got 12 designs, but they're double-sided. So you've actually got 4 of each. So you've also got this little sheet of tags and sentiments that you can just cut out. The back of those are all spots. So when I designed this, I was very mindful about what went on the back of where. So you've got baubles, and on the back is beautiful Christmas tree paper, which I absolutely love. And that actually looks like, can you see it there? It's quite clear. It looks like craft card. So you're getting 4 of those. This lovely, it's not upside down yet. This lovely Merry Christmas banner, which again was one of my favourites that we did a while back. And that was in another card making kit that we did with a magazine. This beautiful holly, green holly. Oh, these are all mixed up. This is actually, I think that's what was going down. Sorry, don't mean to make you feel sick. So that's really pretty, and backed by another one of my favourites, which has got all these trees at the bottom. I love that. That's so pretty. A lovely sort of Scandinavian design. So again, you're getting 4 each of these. Don't forget, you've got upside down on everything. Merry Christmas. And backed with a really nice Christmassy stripe. And I think that's it. Oh, you've got a poinsettia as well on the back of that one. So 24 sheets. So that's really nice. So you can get that in a bundle with the stamps as well. Okay, we'll bundle that together for you to make it a bit more affordable. So that's your stamps and papers. So let's get to the biggie. Okay. Ta-da! This is our paper kit. This is our Winnie paper kit. So these aren't die cut. These are actually just well, they're not standard. There's nothing standard about them actually. But these are A4 cardstock sheets. Hear that? That's a 350 gram cardstock. And these are printed beautifully. They're on a silk. It's got a very, very slight sheen. Can you just see there? but not shiny, but it makes you, they look really professional. These are single-sided, so just one side only. And what you're going to get is 5 designs. There are 5 designs of these. This is actually a 35-piece kit, so 5, and you're going to get 5 sheets of each. So if I just flick through them, and then I'll explain what you're actually going to get. So each sheet comes in sort of in 2 halves. I can't see now. So on this side, you're actually got an image that's got a full background image with a beautiful scene behind it. And then on this side, you're actually going to get a plain one. And I've done this because we were going to do these die cut, and then I said, well, these are so pretty that especially with the background, that actually I think I'd want to be able to kind of do what I want with these. So I've done it this way, so you can literally just cut these in half. If you want to, you can just then use these as toppers. So you could just cut this down into an A5, and you've got an A5 card straight away. You could do that with both of them. So let me just kind of look. So you've got 5 sheets of each. So you've got 5 of these, which is and I need to show you the images. So these are completely different to the stamps. The other thing I didn't say was the stamps are not available. Those stamp images are only on those stamps. They're not on the kit, and they're not in the USB or on the download. So those stamps are standalone images. You can only get those as stamps. So this is Winnie, and she's actually decorating her tree and feeding the robins with gingerbread men. Look, and there's little gingerbread men stuck in the snow. Love these images, they're so cute. We then have, wait for this one, everyone went a little bit mad for this earlier. Unicorn! So we've actually got Sparkles the unicorn. So can you see that one? Now on this one, the pattern one here, when you actually get this home, this actually looks like it's got glitter in it. It hasn't, but it actually looks like it has got glitter in it. So we've got Winnie with Sparkles the unicorn and Rudy. Okay, 5 of that one. Do you know, it's so nice being able to do this and not rushing like I do on TV. And with nobody interrupting. Here we've got gorgeous Winnie, another lantern one here. I mean, I can't, what's wrong with me? There you go. So she's got a little stocking and she's in the forest with her lantern. Oh, I think she's trying to find Santa and Rudolph. And then you've got the spare one on its own there. Yes, Norma, everyone loved the unicorn earlier as well. These images are not available on the download or the USB. Okay, so you are only going to get these on this paper kit. But the USB has the black and white digits of these on it as the extra content. So that's the extras that you're getting on your USB. So then we've also got a little fairy Winnie. Oh, I don't know what's wrong with me on my show and tell today. I'm absolutely terrible. No coordination whatsoever. She's actually got, I don't know if you can see that, she's got a little bag there with loads of candy canes in it. There's so much detail in these images. I have to say they took me forever to do these. It took me a long time, but I think it was worth it. And then this is actually my favourite one. So we've got Winnie on a branch giving a gift to her little robin friend, and just I love this one. It's my favourite one out of the whole set. So you've got 25 sheets in total, 5 designs, 5 of each. Then on top of that, I said it was 35 pieces, not 25. You're also going to get 10 sheets of printed cardstock. I would say papers, but they're not papers. It's actually cardstock. These are coming on it's upside down. These are coming on 250 GSM. Okay, so again, a nice silk cardstock, slight sheen again. Oh, excuse me. So you're going to get 5 paper designs. Oh, sorry, 5 sheets. But you're getting 2 of each. Let me just fan these out, because I've mixed these all up, sorry. You're going to get 2 of each, 5 designs, do it this way because you'll be able to see them better. Okay, so quite nice generic ones. I'm sat at the wrong side. This is what it is. I'm a bit lopsided, okay? But again, these are actually double-sided. So you're actually going to get 10 papers here, or 10 printed cardstock. So the double-sided 10 sheets, so 250 gram. So again, really nice card weight. So if you wanted to, you could literally just fold that in half and that could be card base if you wanted. By the time you've actually put toppers and things on top of it, it's, you know, you're going to have loads and loads of weight on there. Now, just to go back to these sheets then, so the whole idea of this is that you can just cut these in half, like I said. So basically, if you cut them in half, you're going to end up like this, and that is actually an A5 size. So by the time you just cut this strip off the bottom, you can just put that straight onto an A5 card if you want. But my main reason for doing this was that these actually will, I want you to die cut these yourselves. So can you see how I've left you loads and loads of room on here? This is why you've got all of this white space, so that you can get all of your big dies on there and you can cut out with whatever you want. And all of these images will fit inside our dies. This pink one here, this is a Polkadoodles LDRS die. This is on the website and this is beautiful. All of you US girls, you need to get to LDRS Creative to buy this because this is stunning. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a massive die. It's a full 6 inches height is this die. So, you know, by the time I've got a 6x6 card here. Look, that's the size of that die. I can't line anything. I can't do anything straight. Okay, so that's perfect for your 6x6 cards. So all of these, so these are our Polkadoodles dies. I'm going to have to do it this way because I just can't line anything up, sorry. So you can see, I don't know what's wrong with me. Let me turn the chair. I'm on a side. That's better. So you can actually see how you're going to actually cut these. You might cut a little tiny bit off at the top on some of them, but you're not going to really. They're not really going to lose much. This is the Bubblicious. So again, that one fits. And then we've also got the Elegant Nest as well, and that one's going to fit as well. So they'll fit nearly all of the dies in some way or other, and they'll also fit on your patterned backgrounds as well. Look, so that one I'll do oval. That's going to be so pretty if you do that oval. So they're all going to fit, and then because what you can then do is, if you wanted to, where was that other thing gone? Looking at the wrong thing. Okay, so I've got a 6x6 card. Again, going back to that other side with the background on, if you just trim that down into a 6x6 square, you've got a card. And I've purposely made them that size so that you can do this with them. So rather than giving you die cut toppers, all you can do is just pop them out and put them straight onto a card, which is fine. And we will do some sets like that. But this set, I just wanted you to be able to do a little bit more with it if you wanted to. You know, if you wanted to distress your edge, you can do that. If you wanted to, if you've got a nice border die, you could do that. You could do, you know, do a nice fancy edge fold on there, which if we'd given you the actual die cut topper, you wouldn't be able to do that with any of these. And I just felt that these images are so beautiful. I think that they kind of almost lend themselves, and the girls all said this on the design team, they kind of lend themselves to really clean and simple cards. And that was also kind of part of the design, because I know at Christmas we like to batch make, and although these are probably going to end up as special cards for special people that you love, you know, we want quick and easy cards. So hopefully this kit actually does that. So that's kind of all my wares for today. So basically you've got your USB, you've got the download kit, there's extra things on the USB that aren't in the download and aren't available on download. You've then got your paper kit here. You've also got your stamps and your papers for the Winnie stamps and the Holly Jolly paper pack as well. So on the website, we've kind of done different bundles for you to try and make it a bit more affordable. The thing I haven't said that I should have said at the beginning, and I'm so sorry, is we have a code for you. So basically, you need to use code, and it's saving 10 for you. So I'm putting that in on Facebook now in the comments. So let me just check I've got that right. Yeah, saving 10. So saving, S-A-V-I-N-G, 10 as in the number 10, 4 as in the number 4, and then U as in the letter U. So saving 10 for you. Put that in on the website and that'll give you 10% off everything, your whole basket. So make sure you use that because we've done that as a special launch offer for you. Everything on the website actually has already been reduced down, especially for you guys. We've not actually launched this anywhere else yet. This won't be going on Create and Craft, by the way. And we won't actually be on Create and Craft this side of Christmas. We've kind of done our, when it gets to this time of year, we kind of pull back a little bit from TV because we've got a lot of other things that are going on, and I've got a lot of other designing and stuff like that that's going on. So don't hold out for this to go on Create and Craft because you won't see it on Create and Craft. So the only place you can get this is on the website, and we don't have a massive stock of this because we're quite late launching it and we're into September. We only have a limited amount, and once it's gone, it's gone. We won't get it back again. So I think that's it. So who's got questions? So I kind of couldn't see all the comments going up the screen. So give me your questions, everybody. I can't actually, it's really annoying that I can't scroll up and down on here. I don't know why it won't let me. So has anybody got any questions? Hi, Ruby. Oh, well, I love your work, Ruby. So, mutual admiration. Maggie, thank you. Barbara says, we do the best papers. Well, I think we do the best papers as well. I love our papers. That's partly because I'm a bit of a paper geek. I've always have been. Long before I crafted, I used to work in an advertising agency, and we used to get sent print samples. And I used to raid all the print samples and steal them and frame them. They were all around my flat, my apartment. People used to come around and say, what's this random thing here? And it would just be like a piece of paper with a little embossed ball on the bottom of it. So it'd just be like a blank piece of paper with a little bit of emboss on the bottom corner. I used to think I was mad, but I used to just absolutely love it. I've always loved papers. Can I do more Facebook Live, please, Nikki? Really enjoyed watching today. Yes, absolutely. Do you know, I've absolutely loved it. It's been great. It's like being on TV, but like I said, no interruptions. You know, might not ever do TV again, might just do this. You know, it's so much fun, and I can talk to you while we're doing it as well and get all your feedback. So it's really good. And obviously, like, feedback is really, really important for us as a business. So, you know, I can't stress enough, if there's ever anything that you want to see that we don't do, you know, always suggest it, because we'll always look at your suggestions and take them on board. So if you ever kind of, would I like to come for dinner? I've just had poached eggs and chips, actually, which is very nice, and garden peas. So I'm a little bit full up, but thank you. That's very, very nice of you to offer. And Claire, I think it would be a gingerbread dinner, wouldn't it? Claire's mad on gingerbread. Can your cutting files be used in Silhouette Portrait? Yes, absolutely. Now, just to explain, you maybe missed it earlier, Maggie, our cutting files are slightly different. What I do is I give you all PNG files on all of our kits are always PNG, and that's because they have a clear background. And oh, I haven't shown you all these, look. Ooh. Can you tell my mind goes from all over the place? Look, I'll just quickly flick these up. So this is what happens when you cut those out. At this stunning. So the cut files, what we do, the actual cutting files themselves that the machines use are, I don't know if you all understand what a vector file is. but basically they use vectors. Now a vector can only really be a very, very simple file. So say for instance you had, say for instance, a Christmas present. You could do that in vector because you would have a square, which is like one piece, and then you would have a cross for the ribbon, which would be a second piece, and then you'd have the bow, which would be a third piece. But our images are actually illustrations. So our, you know, when you look at ours are all very tonal, so you have shadows and everything else. But in vectors, you don't have shadows. So when you actually use, normally you need to get them from the website, please, my lovely, and not available in the US. So these are just available on the Polkadoodles website. So the shadows can't be reproduced very well in a vector format, or they can, but the files become humongous. So you're talking about like a 200 megabyte file, which is just impossible. And a lot of machines won't cope with a file that big. So our image is basically too complicated to feed into the machines as an actual cutting file, where you literally just send it to print and cut. So what we do is we actually give you a black outline. So when you're tracing these images, I find when I'm doing it that, yeah, I can get a trace and it's fine, and I can do that, but it takes me a few minutes sometimes because it might pick up all the edges, or it might miss some bits. And then when I actually trace it and I go back, I've then got to ungroup, and then I've got to weld, or I've got to kind of remove the contour, and I've got to, not the contour, the compound path, and I have to do all of this stuff that just makes it more difficult. So what I've done is, on our cutting files, I actually make our image all black, and that gives you an outline to follow. So basically take that image, that PNG black image, into your silhouette and the scan and cut, use that to trace, and it will just instantly give you a trace file like that. Then remove that, and you don't need that anymore because it's giving you your cut file, your cut outlines. And it's literally like a second or 3 seconds maybe for you to trace those. Then what you need to do is actually open the PNG image that corresponds, and they'll always be the same file name, so you can find them and correspond them together. And basically then put the cutting lines over the top of the coloured PNG, and then you can just print and cut then from your silhouette. That's how I do it, and I find it really, really easy to do. In the scan and cut is exactly the same, but in your scan and cut, what I've done is actually you can do this in your silhouette as well. This time I've actually given you already the SVG cut files, so you don't even need to trace those black outlines. So if you can use the SVGs, you've already got the cut outlines there, so you'll be able to just literally open the PNG and then cut over the top of it. And I hope that explains it. It's a little bit tricky to actually explain it without showing you, but I hope that that helps. Yeah, and Karen Hughes, actually, she just reminded me, we were talking about this yesterday. Karen has actually done a YouTube video on her blog. Karen, will you put your blog link in here for me, or can someone put Karen's blog link in, please? And Karen's done a fantastic tutorial on how to do it in the silhouette. So Karen very kindly did that for me to save me some time ages ago. So I just wanted to show you these. So what was that other one? Any new die designs in the future? Yes, obviously, but I've been so busy kind of, do you know, Angie Hunt, I don't know if she's still here. I think she's probably tootled off. But she keeps me so busy, you know, that she... these American girls, they're very demanding. But yeah, we will be bringing you some new designs, and soon as well, hopefully. Before Christmas, definitely. So it's like you're talking a foreign language. Talking about the SVGs and the cut files, yeah. Oh, Sharon's sat in the bath watching. Oh, lovely. Bit too much information, I think, there, Sharon. Thank you for that one. Yeah, Karen So Karen will share that video for us, and if she forgets, one of us will share it. We do actually have that link. Okay, do it once a month, Nikki TV. Well, do you know what? This has been on my list of things to do for a long, long time. I just never get around to it. Honestly, I'm chained to this desk. So, just to show you, a little less before I go, so we're on 45 minutes again. I don't know where the time goes. No wonder the Create and Crest shows go so fast. Beautiful. So this is the ribbon gift die. That die is perfect. I love this die. It's so versatile because you can use all the little pieces to actually create like a little box, a little gift. There's Winnie. That's the Bubblicious. And again, really perfect for going with all of these snow scenes and everything. All those little bubbles look like little pieces of snow. That's the little Robin Friends. So these images are only on the paper kit. You are not going to be able to get those images, but the digital black and white images for you to colour in are actually on the USB as your extras, okay? Isn't she cute? Really cute. And in this kit, one thing I haven't mentioned in this kit is you've got the most gorgeous cats and dogs in this kit. Not this particular one, but on the USB. So there's Sparkles, the Christmas unicorn. And I don't know if you can see, but she's actually carrying, she's got a little present in her little side bags there. Absolutely, I absolutely love this kit. And then here we are feeding our Robin gingerbreads to the robins. Look at the little gingerbreads at the bottom. They're stuck in the snow. Look, they're fallen in the snow. Oh my word. Right, okay. Jill, tracing on silhouette can be a pain. Yeah, absolutely. And that's exactly why I've done those black files for you. If anybody gets stuck on those and you don't understand how to use them, let me know and I will show you. I will try and do a video as well, but I didn't see the point when Karen had already done one, and Karen's much better at videos than I am, and she's much better on her Cameo. So if nobody's got any more questions, then I shall head off. So do we want a colour along then for a Winnie? So, you know, like a live Facebook for a Winnie stamp to be coloured in later this week, maybe? Any takers for that? Whilst I'm offering and I'm committing, can you see what's behind me? Can you see? All these babies. I actually haven't coloured since the fire at all, so it'll be the first time I've even picked up a marker for about a year. Oh, sorry, all the comments aren't coming through and then they all come through together. Are they on the CD-ROM too? Is that the images that I was holding up? No, they are not on. There isn't a CD, there's a USB. These images aren't on the USB. You've only got the black and white digits to colour in on the USB. For these 5, because this is the paper kit, you've obviously, on the USB, you have 22 digital stamps on there, and they're just the Winnie ones, the ones that I would call Winnie. You've also, on top of that, got loads more. I think there's something like 39 digits, and all those digits are ones to colour in. So you've got cats, all the little cats and dogs on the sleigh, and the snowmen, and all of the snowballing and all of that. That's all on there. You also, on the USB, also you have 45, I think it is, extra embellishments, and you have the cutting files on there. So there's quite a bit of extra stuff on the USB. In the download, you actually have 10 Winnies in the black and white digi-stamps, but there's more than that. I think it works out at something like 15, because there's like some little extra ones that I don't call main images, but they're just slightly different. So you're getting 15 Winnies on there, and then all of the other stuff as well. So papers, embellishments, frames, tags, sentiments. You've got some gorgeous word art in there as well. and some of the sentiments are fabulous. You've got loads and loads and loads of really nice circle toppers, again, which are really easy for you to cut out. You've got an advent calendar in there, so you've got a really cool advent thing, which are like little photographs hanging on a washing line. You've got some really cool borders, again, which are kind of like bunting with little Rudolph faces and all sorts of things. When you go on the website, with our images, although we've got the quick image and you can view on the page, make sure you click into the product, because, and then scroll through the images actually inside the product, because there is a massive gallery in there, and on the bundles, all of the stuff that's in the bundles is actually included in those pictures, or most of it is. This time I've done loads and loads of extra images to make it really clear for you what you're actually seeing. So if you look through, I think on the bundles, there's something like 30 images in the website gallery for you to actually look in. So, you know, just scroll through, there's a little, you'll see it but you have to go into the product to actually see those images. So go in and then actually click on the images and they'll all come through. They come up in like a big long slideshow. You can just flick through, but you'll be able to see everything that you did. Coming to the US for HSN in 2018. I don't think so. I'm coming to the US in January for CHA, if any of you are going to the trade show, but unfortunately that's not open to the public. But yeah, I'll be on the LDRS stand again, which is amazing. We had so much fun last year, and it was just what I needed right at the start of the year after everything that had happened in December. So, and it's really cool because it's always my birthday when we're at CHA, which is so cool. So yeah, I'll be celebrating my birthday there this year, and I might be in a bit better form this year. I might actually share some photos because we were too busy last year. We didn't get around to it. But yeah, that's really cool. So we will be going to the USA in January. Colour along, yes, colour along. Anybody else for the colour along? I'm not doing it for only 2 people. I'm just reading some of this. I keep missing all the comments. They don't all come up here. They kind of all come up in like a big long thing, all at once. Okay, what I'll do then is I'll do a poll thing in the group for the best time for the colour along. Because it's hard, because we're in the UK and we're about 4 or 5 hours ahead of the US. And then we've got a lot of people from Australia and New Zealand in the group as well, so, and all over, obviously. So we need to try and catch everybody. So maybe we'll do one at each end of the day. So maybe we'll do one kind of earlier in the day for the Australians and the UK girls, and then maybe one later on for the American girls. So yeah, we'll do a stamp. I think we should, don't you? Yeah. I need to get colouring again. I've kind of got out of my colouring a bit. Need to do a colour chart first. Right, okay. I'm going to love you and leave you then, because it's coming up to 10 to 8. Well, it's gone 10 to 8 in the UK. So it'll soon be my bedtime. I've been up since the crack of doom this morning. So yeah, so I'll do a poll, and then if you all vote what time you prefer for the colouring, and then I'll pick the 2 most popular times from that. And then we'll do that, and we'll try and do these more regularly. It's really good. I love it. It's so good to be able to talk to everybody. Me for colour along. Hi, Stephanie. Have you just joined us? Oh, we're just going, Stephanie. But we're going to try and save the video this time. So can someone please save this in case I don't get to save it like last time, because I have no idea what happened. I just think, I don't know. I pressed save and it didn't happen. So, but I'm going to try it again. Right, I'm going. Good night. Thank you all for joining me, and thank you all for buying all your kits today. You've all been mental on the website yet again. So thanks. But just do make sure that you get yours if you want it, because we do, like I say, we don't have huge stocks, and it has been really busy today already. I think we'd sold something like about 25% earlier. So I don't want to do that TV thing, but genuinely on those paper kits we'd sold a lot, and the same on the stamps as well. So you know, just the paper kit and the stamps, once they're gone, they're gone. The USBs we can actually remanufacture remanufacture, but not the paper soil stamps. Okay. Angie said you have to save and publish. Yeah, well, that's what I did. I don't get that save thing though. It just says publish, and I don't actually have a save option. So I don't know whether that's it. But I did a test earlier, and it did save the other ones that I did. I wondered whether it was because it was a really long video. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to have a go. So I hope one of you has saved it as we've gone along. A lady said earlier she had done. Okay, right, I'm going. Night-night. Thank you for joining me. Bye.